This creases. This is not good, is it? Come on, Matthew, we've got to be presentable. That's not presentable. Welcome to episode numero 3 of Pull the Pin. Welcome. Put your feet up. Just chill. Put your feet up. Today is going to be a relaxing, chilled episode. Today is my rest day. Today I'm going to take you through a Q&A, Q and A style episode. I threw through on Instagram to get you guys to ask me some questions over the gram, which was great. You got me loads. You threw through loads. Questions about my prep, questions of what I'm anticipating during prep, what foods I'm eating, how I'm going to feel, what weight I'm going to be, all sorts of stuff, which no doubt I'll come to answer in this. So it's a good way of learning a bit about me and thinking about it. This series is going to be 20 episodes long, or more than likely going to be 20 episodes long. And one can only assume that these episodes are going to get quite samey if I just take you through training, me foods, how I'm feeling, my physique update. I'm going to do that, of course, especially physique update, because I'm going to do that every 4 to 5 episodes. So every almost month, there's going to be 5 physique updates throughout the whole series, which will be interesting. And to be fair, this whole series is about me preparing for a competition, so of course you want to know about that. But what I'm sipping on here is a digestive enzyme and 5 grams of creatine. I quite like to... banana and pineapple flavour from Redcon 1. It's called... What's it called? Grunt? I think that's what it's called. The product, anyway. I quite like to push my meals on a little bit on a rest day because I eat less food. Or in terms of my volume of food, my quantity of meals are reduced by 2 or 3 meals less on a rest day compared to a training day. For obvious reasons, I'm not moving around as much, so I don't technically need the energy. But then you could argue that when I'm resting, my body's actually building on a rest day. I'm getting bigger and getting stronger when I'm resting. That's when my body's building. So you could argue with saying keep your calories exactly the same. But I'm not doing that. My rest days consist of higher fats, lower carbohydrates. So I get a steak today, which is great. I'll take you through that. I'll take you through how I cook my steak, which is really exciting, as you can only assume. You're like, wow, Matt, I can't wait to see you fry a steak on a frying pan, because I've never seen that before. It's going to be a chilled episode. So, should we begin? Question numero uno. Shitting! What's your plan and or goal after your competition? Great question. Now let's be honest. Business goals, I have lots of. I have lots of business goals. And I don't want to throw it out on here just yet, because I don't want to bust all kinds too early on, because we all know that's not the right thing to do. Personal goals, obviously I've got the competition this year, and I think personally that's my main personal goal, is the competition. So I'm kind of not thinking about anything after that. And that's a good thing and a bad thing. I always like to have something to know that once I've finished a certain or reached a certain goal, I have the results, I have something else to look forward to. But because this certain thing is taking a lot of my time, a lot of my effort, a lot of my attention, I don't want to think about anything else at the moment to take any of that focus, energy and attention away from this. I still don't think I've anticipated how much work is going to have to be put in for this when I'm getting real close. Because it's the presentation and everything. It's not just how lean can you get, because we discussed this on the first episode. It's not a dieting competition, it's a physique, it's a bodybuilding competition. You have to present yourself well, you have to pose perfectly well, you're up against people next to you, your tan has to be perfect, because the lighting, you could just be washed out by the lighting above. Obviously, then you've got to present yourself well, you've got to be lean enough, you've got to be big enough, so there's lots to think about. So your answer to that question is, I've got no other goals. Business-wise, yes, but personal goals, nothing apart from this, because it's taking all of my attention. Hello. Question number 2. Ding! What are you anticipating to be the hardest part of your prep? The hardest part. The hardest, I believe, is going to be the last 2 weeks and nailing the posing and presentation. Now remember, last year, I dieted for 17.5 weeks. It's not new to me. I know how to diet. I've done it 1,000 times. I've lost fat 1,000,000 times. I've got super shredded and lean. Did it last year. It's that final stage I believe is going to be the hardest bit. Presenting myself well, just like I mentioned earlier, getting my tan right, getting my posing right, and that last disgusting bit come the end, when I've got to try and nail my condition and get as super lean as possible. That is when I believe is going to be the hardest bloody part. Videographer style, this is how we do it. We walk out, we turn the camera on, we walk out of the room, we pretend the camera's already been there as we walk in. Oh, meal numero uno. Time is it? The time is 9:52 AM on the 3rd of February 2021. So I've got, I'm not going to try and tilt it because it's going to go everywhere. Can you kind of see that? 100 grams of oats with a bit of whey, a bit of berries, a bit of cinnamon and a bit of salt. 40 grams of whey, 30 grams of berries. 8 grinds and a lot of, you know, of cinnamon. I'm going to get this down me. I'm going to then turn on the old laptop, MacBook, whatever you want to call it, knock out a bit of programming for clientels. So I actually every day, I think I've said this on another video, anyway, every day I work through my clients' training. So they send videos of their training, so I can actually identify, you're doing shit there, you're doing well there, let's change this up, let's do that, let's change this, you're not working hard enough, let's move this, that doesn't look good, let's work this together. You get it. As well as looking at their form and reprogramming and revamping their training as and when I need to. I'm going to do that for half an hour and then I'm going to go to the shop. It seems every episode I go shopping, but that's all I do, isn't it? Really? Oh, that's good. It's all I really do. I eat, I train, and I work. And I need to fuel my food by going to the shoppies. I'm going to do this, go to the shops. And on the way, I'm sure I will answer a few more questions as we go. Oh. I didn't just catch you eyeing up my piece, did I? You better watch it, or I will pop a cap in your ass. Finishing meal number 1. Should we go to another question? Yeah, Matt. All right. Question numero 3. I'm definitely not going to keep up with the amount of questions, but here it is. Cha-ting! What do you do to focus your mind? Great question. Now, are you asking whether I do certain things to help my focus and my mind, or on a particular subject or thing that I'm trying to focus on? Okay, so the things that I do when I get adequate amount of sleep, I get plenty of sleep, I drink plenty of water to stay hydrated, I perform physical activity so my brain, my mind and my body work together and they're happy, healthy, I eat enough food, so I'm focused and I'm alert. Now, if you're asking about the particular subject, well, my answer to you, or my question to you is, well, the thing that you're trying to focus on, is it attractive enough to you? It's a bit like goals when people say, well, you don't want it bad enough. And it's not that. It's not that you don't want it bad enough. It's not the problem with your focus that's the issue. It's the thing that you're trying to focus on. It's clearly not that important to you, is it? Do you know what I mean? You get what I mean, don't you, right? So my prep, I'm focusing highly on it because it's important to me. My work, I focus heavily on that because it's important to me. My diet, my food, I focus heavily on it because it's important to me. Yeah? If someone says to me, go and play on the Xbox for a bit, which isn't that important to me, and my phone's going off left, right and centre, what's going to take more of my focus? Am I going to stay on the controller, or am I going to pick up my phone and continue with my work? Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So I'm going to go to the shops now and get some food. This right here is what it's about. Just been a bit spontaneous, you know, decided to, instead of going straight to the supermarché, come down to the beach. Currently watching 2 chaps swimming in the sea. I assume they're men, because women wouldn't be that stupid, would they? Don't know. We're the stupid ones, aren't we? Look, can you see them? Twats. Hey, hey, hey. Should we answer another question? Should we answer another one? So, what's the last film you watched at the cinema? Rest in peace, trips to the cinema. You can't say that just yet. Can't say that yet, they'll be back. The last film I watched, I think, was Bad Boys 3, early 2020, just before all this shit hit the fan. You can't beat a cinema date. I love it. I love a cinema trip. Friday night, sweet popcorn, Tango Ice Blast, possibly a Ben & Jerry's, definitely a hot dog, and M&M's scattered over your popcorn. So when you get a couple of like bits of popcorn, you can get like a little pop of M&M going on in the mouth. It's like, oh shit. Love a bit of that. It'll all come back. Do you know what I was thinking the other day? We're going to, in like 5 years time, however long, right? We're going to see a face mask, like buried in a muddy pit, under a car, in a puddle somewhere. I don't know, you'll find one randomly and it'll be like, oh, that's a relic of 2020/21. That was a relic of all that bullshit that was going on. We'll all be looking back. I'm currently looking at a pier, like an amusement pier, right? I'm just wishing I could just get on there and get like a pack of sugary donuts. Oh man, that smell. Oh. And just go on all those 2p machines, go on those fun games, jump on a dance mat, you know, the dance machine that you move your legs onto the arrows. Trying to do all that again. I took all of that for granted. We all did, didn't we? We all did. We never did all the fun stuff, all the simple, cool stuff that we could do. It'll all come back, and I'm not moaning, but we definitely all took it for granted. And once it's back, don't take it for fucking granted. Hey, hey. Shopping done. Sorted. What have I got? Shall I run through what I've got? 3 lots of salmon, so that's 3 evenings worth. Veggies. Beef mince. Oh, and an £8.12 steak. Done. It's a rip, isn't it? It's ridiculous how expensive it is. But my argument towards that is that, you know, I only have steak on my rest days, so I can fork out a little bit of money and treat myself a little bit. Also, some foil, veggies like onions, mushrooms, pickles. Flavoured water is the one at the moment. I haven't yet, crikey, I'm a bodybuilder, I can't even undo a water bottle. I haven't yet ventured into the chewing gum and the sugar-free polos and sweets yet. Which I'm glad, because I end up becoming a little bit, or I have on previous diets, I've become a little bit reliant on them, and it's not good. Gimme, 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 a man after midnight, won't somebody help me chase the shadows away? Yeah. Did you like that remix? You did, didn't you? Bags there, shopping done. I've just pulled up thy house at my ass, and I thought I would answer another question. Question will be there. Cha-ting! What's been your biggest challenge in life so far? And the only thing that comes to mind, really, the biggest thing that comes to mind is when I decided to move from a full-time position, full-time job, safe, secure income, and take the leap of faith and go self-employed and be my own boss. With my parent, and other family members and close ones say otherwise. No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't take that risk. Stay in management. You'll be safe. You can work up in that company. You can earn plenty of money and you'll be safe. Oh, right. You didn't anticipate 2020, did you, when everyone lost their fucking job, did you, you bellends? Eh? This is a good thing. This teaches you that no one is safe, regardless if you're if you're self-employed, if you're a full-time employee of a company. No one is safe. Don't give me that bullshit. No one's safe. Yeah. That safety that you think that you have when you work for someone is not there. That is false. So I think that was my biggest challenge, is ignoring those that are around me, and thought, do you know what, you little fuckers, I ain't gonna listen to a word you're saying. I'm not interested, thanks. I do take your opinions on board. I value them because I assume that you have my best interests at heart. But ultimately, my decision is my own. And I thought, no, I'm going to pursue it. So I think that was my biggest challenge. And I would say my second challenge is creating the business that I currently have. That's my second challenge. And I would say my third challenge so far is this prep, genuinely. This is going to be a big challenge, man. Just take a second to think about it. Take a second and think about it. It's going to be pretty darn tough. But it's going to be fun at the same time. So I'm going to clear my car out because it's a mess. And then I'll probably meet you at my next meal, which more than likely will be... You don't care, do you, really? You don't care what I'm eating. You don't care, but I'll see you in a bit. How we doing, amigos? This is meal numero dos for the day. Can you see that? So no carbs in here. It's just it's just meat and veggies, really. Jalapenos, 200 grams of steak mince, mushrooms, half a pepper, and some pickles, man. It's all good. It's all good. I need a haircut. Real bad. Real bad. I like to call this haircut. See how my hair is right now? I like to call this the Lego hair. You know what I mean? How it's all very... You know what I mean? Should we answer another question while I'm here, having my meal? False reaction. Question, I don't know what number. I have no idea. But we'll put it in the cha-ting. Tips for building discipline. Now, apart from me saying, well, you know, your goal needs to be attractive enough, right? Your goal needs to be attractive enough. And you also need to really want to reach your goal and reach your results. But apart from that, what things would I say? My morning routine is everything. I think I've spoken about this in the past on a few things. So my morning routine is super important. I feel that each and every day, if I don't have my morning routine done, ticked off, the rest of my day isn't as productive. and again isn't as disciplined. So my recommendation would be set yourself a morning routine. That's something really good, really positive. Also practicing disciplining yourself. Not in like a, oh my god, naughty boy, but disciplining, you know, actually going through with what you're saying you're doing. I'm going to do my cardio this morning. Do it then. I'm going to eat each and every meal. Well, do it then. Do it constantly, and discipline will be immersed into your life. You will be disciplined. You will do the do. So morning routine and practice discipline. That's what I would say. Also, write lists. Lists are great. Lists are really good. I actually need to get back on doing that, to be fair. I used to have a little mini whiteboard I was given, which was really nice. And I sort of each and every night, I would plan what I wanted to do for the next day and tick it off. And seeing the ticks and the crosses off and the lines through each list is really cool. But that's almost a bit more how to be more organised. But I feel that when you're more organised, you then can be more disciplined with your actions and doing the do. So I would say, morning routine, make a list, and practice discipline to improve your discipline. So I am now officially on the flavoured waters. They're nice. Morrison's orange and peach. Oh yeah. Can you notice by my face that I've just woken up from a nap? Can you notice that or not? Or can you just notice how pale I am, which is ridiculous. Right, next meal. Meal numero 3, third meal of the day. A big slab of meat. Steak, avocado, veggies. Again, no carbs. To be fair, I thought I made a schoolboy error, but I think, can you see that? Can you even see the steak? Can you see the steak? Oh. I think I've done all right. It's a very thick piece of meat. So I did put the lid on it, which I don't usually do on steak, right? But it was well. I did good. I did good. Laptop time. Going to do some afternoon bit of programming. In terms of 2 brand new clients come on board, so I need to build their diet side of things, their training side of things, and welcome them really to the team, sort them out, get them prepared to start. And also run through existing clients, current clients training. Krill oil, why do we take that? So there's a few reasons as to why. So it's a higher potency, healthy fat, right? And the reasons why we take that: can improve your blood lipid and heart health, and it's an anti-inflammatory. They are the 2 main reasons why I want you to start taking it. Your Romanian deadlifts in particular. Now, what I want to focus on, what I want to bring to light, is that drop that you feel right at the very bottom as you're lowering the bar down, just past your kneecap, come up, squeeze glutes. That'd be fantastic. Is that good?
And God said to Moses, on the 18th day, he said, "Oi, you bastard, let there be fucking light." Oi! How are you? So I'm going to do my cardio now. Sorry, it's a bit of a funky light. I'm in the garage. You see me? Messy as anything. It was an exceptionally tidy garage to midway through lockdown number 1. Oh well. So I purchased, can you see this exceptional piece of kit? 600 odd quid, 500 something. Very good bike. So I do this now for 20 minutes a night, every night. So I do my cardio in the morning, train in the afternoon, unless it's a rest day of course, like today, and then I do my cardio 20 minutes every evening. It's quite nice, and then I'll Probably chuck Instagram Live on just to keep me... I'm looking tired, and I crikey. And then I'll whack Instagram Live on or something just to keep me entertained for 20 minutes. And then once that's done, I'll answer one last question, and I'll probably say goodbye then. Bubble wrapped. Bubble wrap the seat, so my gooch doesn't chafe that much. Done. Instagram Live finished. 139 of you. Oh, that's sad. And bored to watch me perform cardio for 20 minutes. Let's reset the clock. There he is. What's the benefits of using pre-workout? I personally believe that they are super hyped up. They are, of course. It's a supplement product that people want to sell. They want you to buy it. You don't need it. Of course you don't. But you've got lots of different pre-workout products, right? Trying to catch my breath. You've got stimulant-based pre-workouts that wake you up and go zing and give you tingles. Obviously the benefits to that, what are the benefits of that? Pros to that, wakes you up, in alert, makes you alert, focused, yeah? Cons to that, you get a crash most of the time, the majority of the time, and you get a bit of a, if think about this, whenever you get a high, you'll get a low, alright? So you'll go woohoo, but you'll go, okay? And then you have non-stimulant based pre-workout products, which are your pump, to enhance pump and blood flow. Then you've got pre-workout products that contain cognitive enhancement properties and ingredients that help you concentrate a little bit more while you work out. So the benefits all depend on what you want to buy. But of course they help with your performance. Overall, a pre-workout product is genuinely there to help you perform better for that session, yeah? Concentrate more, help blood flow more, wake you up more. That's what I would say. And I'm going to leave you there. That is enough from me. Thank you very much for watching this episode number 3. And please keep watching. Please like, comment, share down below. And I will see you next week for episode number 4. Ta-ra!